Hey there, hello there. It's Jeff Cardone, and welcome you to another 40s, 80s golf round 2. We're at the British Open, so second round coverage. Dutch Harrison and Tom Watson are both at 10 under par, trying to get a win and go to Augusta. Bernard Langer, Tom Kite, and Byron Nelson are all at 9 under par. Nelson actually took second place last tournament, so he's trying to go from second to first. He's got a pretty good lineup. Fuzzy Seller, Johnny Palmer, Sam Snead, and Brooks Litsky all at 8 under par. Now the cut line, remember, it's top 40 in ties, is at -5 right now. So we have 44 golfers qualified. We're going to go quickly, like the first few groups, because it's the Byron Nelson group. Because Byron Nelson took second place in the 40s, 80s. The runner-up of the last tournament gets the Friday matchup. So we have Mike Sullivan, number 144 on the money list, no money earned. So he's going to try that shot. Remember, there is an out of bounds mark. Byron Nelson, number 10 in money. 9 under par yesterday, trying to go from second to first. Larry Nelson, 14th on the money list. Will Diaz in second place. Second place. Now Larry Nelson took second in April, so he wants to go from second to first. Up and over for Sullivan. Not bad. Oh, that's a nice shot. 3 yards away. Nelson. Ooh. And Nelson. Not really the best shot. Larry for birdie. No. Byron for birdie. Overshot. Sullivan for birdie. Yeah. Sullivan on 2. So after 9 holes, we'll take a look. Ooh, unplayable in what they call the wins. Now this is only the second group that started off, so you can't really judge anything after 9 holes. Uh-oh. Whoa. The one place where he put it. Up and over. Okay. Byron Nelson. Oh, that don't work. Now, even though it looks like it's a few feet away, it's a lot farther away because of the zoom. Birdie. Wow, that's a little too much. Coming back, that's a bogey that he doesn't want. Sullivan. Nope. So he'll double -1. Byron Nelson. Ah, he could have had a nice birdie. Nelson up to the right. Whoopsies. That's in the rough. Larry Nelson. What's that? McSullivan. What's that? Up and over. Ideal. That's an idea. Sullivan knows that for birdie. For par. Sullivan for birdie. Oops, and a birdie. Oh, Nelson. And he'll double. Larry's just having like another 3 putts. Sullivan for par. Next hole. Larry might find himself on the outside looking in. But remember, this is only the second of 50 plus groups, so on the right, is that fairway? For Mike? Yes, it is. Larry? Whoa. Cheeky. Cheeky. Byron? Does that. And now Sullivan. Up and to the right. That's not what you want to do. Larry? Okay. And Byron? Byron up. Byron, is he close? I say so. Sullivan. Now Nelson. Nope. Sullivan. Ooh. That's a bogey. Is it even? Nothing for par. Byron's looking good. No birdies though for him. Any of these guys got a birdie? Well, one birdie. That was Sullivan. So St. Andrews is saying these guys had 10 under pars. No way. We're going to make the course harder and harder and make you pay for your Thursday shenanigans. This is par 5. Oh, to the right. So that's play from the rough. Nelson. Okay. That's not. Oh, it's going to fall on the plateau, but it wasn't going to get on the green. Sullivan. Is he on the green? Nope. He'll fall all the way back. Wow. Holy crow. Now 100 yards away. Up over the slope. Okay, that'll work. We'll have a long putt. Byron. Right close to it. That's going to be a birdie. Nelson. Larry. Oh, no. He didn't get enough of it. He'll have to take the birdie putt. Oh, that's not bad. He's not that far away. Sullivan for birdie. Got it. He goes to 1 under. There's the par. Got it. Byron. Actually able to birdie, so he's at 10 under par. So he does his job. Yeah, Sullivan's got 2 birdies. Too bad he would probably be missing the putt, but I mean, still did pretty well. Wow. Sullivan. Up and down day, and Nelson on the right hand side. That's in the fairway. Mike up and whoops, nope. That's gonna be a chip shot on his third, not a birdie putt. Nelson up. Oh, he hit the slope too. Yikes! Holy Saint Laurent. Nelson. See if Byron can do it. There you go. He's got a birdie putt. Larry's just gotta go up and over. Sullivan, okay. Nelson for birdie. He's close. That's all right. Larry for par. No. No boat. 52 under par. Sullivan for par. Okay. Nelson for par. Yeah. So Larry Nelson's using his touch. Now the matchups are always done by computer. Like the computer decides the first and second round matchups. Third round pairings and fourth round pairings based on your score. Whoa. He's in the wins again. Not so whimsical, if I say to myself. Pun kind of intended. Sullivan, up and over. Chimney, 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 chimney. Byron Nelson. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad. Nelson. Larry. The astronaut, as I call him. Richard Nelson. Not bad. Up and over. Sullivan. Alright. Byron for birdie. Nope, he's close. But a par. He's on 1 birdie, everything else has been pars. Larry for birdie. Got it. The 3 under par, but it might be too late. Sullivan. Oh, he missed a 5-footer. So he's at 1 over now. And he's had the most birdies of anyone up here. He's the only one to have multiple birdies. And he's at 1 over for the tournament. Whoa. Ooh. That wind almost pushed it out of bounds. Byron? Okay, he's on the green. Not a bad idea. Sullivan. Up and over? Yeah, I know we're in Scotland. Larry Nelson up and over. Curl, curl, curl. Alright. Sullivan says he might as well putt. He'll be 8 feet away. Byron for birdie. Nope. Larry? I think you gotta be another bogey, so he's at -2. Sullivan for par. And moving to it. I feel compelled to just basically say, you know what, let's just do the 9 holes and then just focus on. Whoa, wow. That was a nasty shot to the left. By Byron. Mike Sullivan stays on the fairway, at least. Larry to the left side. Ooh. That's going to be a tough shot by Lord Byron, as they call him on the course. Well, he'll have a birdie putt. Fortunately for him, that shot was not deep out of bounds. So, does that? Larry does that. Mike Sullivan for birdie. Larry? Nope. Out of par. Simple par. Sullivan for birdie. Got it. Guy's got 3 birdies on the front 9. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna be. We'll just leave it at that. Yeah, because there'll be a lot of guys. So -5 is the cut line. Mark McCumber and Tommy Nakajima are still right there, but they gotta improve themselves by a stroke or 2. I say 2, but how would I know? So, of course, everyone knows that. Well, should know that tomorrow, round 3, we'll be on the 17th hole, the Wholl course, and we'll be doing live coverage on the 17th hole for all 20+ pairings. And then Sunday is the last pairing or the last 2 pairings, depending on the triple bogey by Dennis Watson of Zimbabwe. I know he's not related to Tom Watson. Sorry, but that's not right. Anyway, so we got that going. And then August, everyone will be at East Lake. September at Glen Abbey and Oakville. October at Bay Hill. November in Austin. And then December at the Great Holes for the match play. That will decide who gets to Augusta, into the Augusta tournament, and who will take second and might have to go through a qualifier to get the 6 wildcard spots needed to get in. So yeah, we got that going. Of course, next year, I can't remember where the U.S. Open is next year, but I know the PGA Championships at Valhalla. I'm not sure where the U.S. Open or the British Open will be. So yeah, so Valhalla will join us for holes. Yeah, 2024 at Pinehurst. So Pinehurst, well, Chick Harbor, a nice eagle there on 14. So yeah, so Pinehurst will host the British Open, so we'll have matchups from Pinehurst. So, and the 2024 British Open's at Royal Troon. Okay, so Royal Troon in 2024. So Valhalla, Pinehurst, and Troon next year will join the courses. I'll just make sure to write that down. Alright, so that's Valhalla, Pinehurst, and Troon. Next year will be, I think did we do Royal Troon last year? I think last year was Royal Troon, wasn't it? Yeah, the British Open was at Royal Troon. That's right, I did Troon as the British golf course. Oh, Mike Troon's at Eagle, so I gotta keep that in mind. So 50 golfers are at 500 par or better. So Troon, so Troon will have the British Open for the 2nd time in 3 years. Yeah, we'll just have it for the 2nd time in 3 years. So yeah, so Valhalla and Pinehurst will be added in, and I think one of the French courses has to be added in because that's the Olympic course. So yeah, so that means that happens. So Oak Hill, Pebble Beach, and St. Andrews will actually be headed to January tournaments within whoever wins the Augusta tournament, whoever their closest home course is, I guess, that course will be where they will be. And then one tour will start at St. Andrews, one at Oak Hill, and one at Pebble Beach, like for the monthly tournaments to start. So yeah, so it's kind of complicated. It is complicated, but whatever. So Ben Hogan looking pretty good this round. Kenny Knox starts off at -6. Yeah. So Nakajima and Jody Mudd right now would be missing the cut by a stroke. So they'll have to hope for some magic. Oh, now it's -6, the cut line. Apparently, with 40 golfers at 600 par or better. Lenny Watkins now at 8 under par. That actually ruins Jim Thorpe, Bob Hamilton, because they're done. So they would be just off. It would be Bob Hamilton actually is in the cards for the first ever ASG winner. Because I can't remember what tour he was on, but he was the first ever winner. I think it was 40s, 90s, and Bob Hamilton won the first ever tournament. Tom Kite, a triple bogey. Ouch. He goes from 11 to 8 under par. That's huge because Tom Kite would be like one of the heavy favorites to get in. And let's not forget Tom Kite being on the Simpsons episode. Scenes from the class struggle in Springfield when Marge finds a classmate who is part of a country club, and Marge tries to get her and her family accepted into it because Marge is trying to get accepted in the world and all that. But she finds it hard when she has to keep making her Versace dress or whatever it is. Like Susan always gets under Marge's skin. I think she just likes to tease Marge, but Marge takes it seriously and tries to change everything. And she has to deal with Homer's antics, Bart's antics, and Lisa bugging her at every turn. So she snaps at them, basically telling them, to Homer, no vulgarity. Bart says, no grifting, and Lisa, no politics, just be good. Everyone deems himself to be good, but Marge turned towards him, and then Homer says, we must thank your mother, kids, for making us realize how terrible we all are. And Marge realizes that she's doing it for all the wrong reasons, getting to the country club. Although the country club people were about to accept her, and Susan said, I hope she didn't take my grooming too hard. And of course Tom Kite figures in because when Homer gets into the country club and shoots around a golf, he actually tries to cheat at golf, and then Tom Kite pops up and says, you know, Homer, the best way to cheat in golf is with a low score and all that for a hole. And says Tom Kite and gives Homer some pointers, which is pretty good, and tells Homer, stay away from get your own damn blocker and get your own damn clubs. You can keep the shoes. So yeah, bit of Simpsons stuff here. -6 is the cut line right now with 49 golfers being 6 under or better. Willie Goggin, I see, just finished his round at -6. So you see Jim Ford, Bob Hamilton, Ed Fiore, Craig the Walrus Stradler, Jumbo Osaki, and a few other golfers at 500 par going to miss the cut by a stroke, as it seems. I think everyone's out on the course now. Of course, you think Jumbo Osaki, isn't it like Isaac Osaki? No, it's Isaac Aoki, and he's at a different. No, Aoki is in the 40s, 90s, but he's somewhere else. So a lot of these people are trying to make their way. Top 40 at ties. In this group, the 40s, 80s, the next 3 turns, August, August, September, October, November, will be all what we call neutral court tournaments, I think. Let me just make sure. Yeah, 4 straight neutral tournaments, August, September, October, November. That means that it would be top 70 in ties that'll get to the weekend, not top 40 in ties. So you can kind of relax a little bit, but this is major style. Oh, major style. And, you know, you win the tournament, you're going to Augusta for the year-end tournament. 18 people per tour. There's 4 tours, so 72 golfers. 12 monthly winners, and 6 runners-up will get their tickets in. Rex Caldwell, he's having a terrible round. Serves you right with that cigarette in your fucking mouth. Sorry, but I'm not a proponent of smoking. And my brother sometimes smokes, but I don't. I smoke people at video games. Buck White, a quadruple bogey, dropping to -4. He's out. He will be on the outside looking in for the cut. So that's a huge blunder on Buck White's part, because that just made him lose. And the cut is -6. 45 golfers got to 600 par. Billy Joe Patton, Fred Hawkins, Henry Ransom, they all snuck in. Whereas, let's see, some golfers at 500 par. Don Pooley, 567. He's going to miss the cut by a stroke. And Jumbo Osaki is going to miss the cut by a stroke, even though he had a 369. So those are the losers in a sense. Buck White recovered to go to -5, but he's 1 stroke off. That quadruple bogey fucked him up. Worst golfer Kelvin Peete +7, George Sheila and Mike Sullivan +6 each. So a lot of these guys in there. The leaderboard. The leader is Dutch Harrison. He had a 468. He leads by a stroke over Sam Snead, the legend that he is, -13. And a tie for third, a massive tie for third. There is a 6-way tie for third, yeah, at 11 under par. Chick Herbert, Johnny Bola, Fuzzy Seller, Bernard Langer, Jack McSpaden, Lloyd Mangrum are all at 11 under par. So not a bad group. Byron Nelson, Chandler Harper, Tom Watson, George Burns, and Clayton Hefner are at 10 under par. So it's going to be pretty big. Harrison and Snead are both pretty good golfers, and I believe did Sam Snead get a top 2 finish this year, or no? Or am I trading? Sam Snead. Well, I know Ben Hogan. No, I think Sam Snead got it, and Dutch Harrison got it last year. But so right now, Dutch Harrison has a chance to get in. Sam Snead taking second place would be big. No way. No way. No way. All right. So there will be 22.5 groups. Well, Gene Coons will play by himself, and then you got all these guys with Harrison and Steve, the last group. Based on your scores, that's who you play with. How many non-American? Wow, look at there's only 4 non-Americans. David Graham from Australia, Mark James from England, Bobby Locke from South Africa, and Bernard Langer from Germany are the only non-Americans in the thing. Wow. But you got to remember that there's one group called the Earlies in 2000s. The early guys like Old Tom Morris, Young Tom Morris. You have British golfers like English and Scottish golfers galore. So that'll probably make up for the Americanization of this whole thing and all that. But yeah, thinking, well, the Americans have won every tournament, haven't they? Well, let's see. Well, the answer is no. Bobby Locke actually won in February at Scottsdale. So he would be a 2-time champ, and Isaac Aoki won in May. So yeah, so there's been a couple tournaments won by non-Americans, but yeah, Bobby Locke, that'd be huge if he can get a second tournament win. But if you get a second tournament win, you don't get a second spot into Augusta. Then it goes to the runner-up, and if you win 2 tournaments, you are ineligible for the rest of the year in the tour because we want to give people a chance. So like 4 golfers will randomly, like you and 3 other golfers will be randomly switched off for the weekends, but it's just harder and harder. But anyway, that's all I've got for this video. I'm Jeff Diamond. Adieu.